Yeah, seems like we're inching closer to normalcy in this pandemic. And federal health authorities are shifting to less restrictive guidance. States are following suit right now.
Emma Jerome spoke with a global health expert. She joins us live this morning with more on the reasoning behind the change. Emma, what made it possible to start letting off the gas here?
Yes, Emily, Ken. I spoke with Dr. Chun-Hui Chi. He is a global health professor at Oregon State University. He said a few things happened to give these federal health authorities the confidence to lift these restrictions. Those are things like cases, hospitalizations, and deaths from the coronavirus going down. Also, more people being vaccinated, and the Omicron variant, which was sweeping, being less, having a lower mortality rate, rather. It was killing less people. Dr. Chi says that last December, before Omicron, about 40% of Americans were infected by the coronavirus, and Omicron itself infected some 40%. If you consider that some people might have been infected more than once, that's nearly 80% of the population infected and have some sort of immunity.
American population probably have combination of these two factors. Probably have one of the strongest population immunity in the world. And of course, we pay a huge price, that nearly 1 million deaths, that we pay a huge price with that.
He says the combination of people recovering from the coronavirus, getting inoculated, and in some cases both, likely inspired the confidence from the CDC to lift some of these guidelines. CDC also releasing new findings recently that suggests the natural immunity creates stronger and longer protection from hospitalizations and deaths associated with the virus. We talked about a challenge that we still have to overcome, him saying those who are unvaccinated, of course, those being under 5, and some people who have disabilities or likelihoods that they suffer from who cannot get vaccinated, and that is definitely something we have to consider as well. He says he hopes we continue to get funding to support these communities of people who cannot get vaccinated, but that is difficult, of course, right now with the federal coronavirus aid seeming to be spread very thin and running out, according to the White House. So yes, this is of course not the end of coronavirus, but this is definitely what could be an upward swing. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Emma.